This is my job.
Hey everybody, I'm Amanda Day, and welcome to the opening night of the 2017 Twin Cities Film Fest, presented by Fleur de Junc and hosted by the Shops at West End. We love these guys. I am here with some very, very special guests for our opening film tonight, The Year of Spectacular Men. You may recognize this lady next to me, Lea Thompson, and she's here with her amazing and creative daughters, Zoey and Maddie Deutch. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I know movies and I know sisters. Oh my God, you guys. Tell me about working together as a family.
Well, The Year of Spectacular Man started as an idea that I had, or Maddie had actually. She had a bad year and I said, why don't you write about it? So she did, and she wrote me a part and she wrote Zoey a part as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's a really interesting experience working with your kids. You know, they're grown-up women, and they're amazing artists. So it was a real gift.
Yeah, no, we've been working on this for 4 years now. So it's you grow and change with the project. I think all of the relationships have like grown and changed as we've gone on this journey, and it's like thanks for having us. We're really happy to be here.
To give context, The Year of Spectacular Men was written by Maddie and stars Maddie, and Maddie did most of the music, so a real underachiever. And then my mother directed the film, and I'm in it. But
She produced it,
And Zoey produced it too, so it's real psycho, all of us.
Yeah, so not a whole lot of talent in this family at all. Yeah. So how autobiographical was this? Is it pretty real?
I think, actually, you have a good joke about this. People always ask how real it is, and a lot of it was inspired by events in real life. Things have to change when you write a script because people are often less sympathetic than the characters need to be, so you kind of have to adjust sometimes, and sometimes vice versa. But my mom plays a lesbian yoga instructor in the film, and she's been happily married to Howard Deutch for 30 years, so that I just lied.
Plus, you killed off your dad.
I killed off my dad, like that was so not nice, because he's a producer on the film, so I threw him a bone too, it's fine.
And you said you did the music as well, and music can really be a compelling factor in a film. Can you tell us about the journey I'm sure you were in the editing booth too, where you must have been too. You were probably all edit. That is so overwhelming to me. So tell me a little bit about music, and then I want to go into a little bit more of the directing aspect of it, because directing is such an interesting beast, but also directing your kids. Like, did you have to call out the mom voice, you know?
Well, I'll start with that. Yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting thing being a director at all, but directing your kids is interesting. But they're such amazing, hard-working professionals that it was just really fun. It was fun to act with them. We've been creative together since since they grew up. So, but to the music, which is where you started, we had a very little budget for the whole movie, and gosh, we had hardly anything, and we had how many songs?
We had no money, and we needed 35 songs. It's a comedy, and you needed to move fast, so we needed a lot of music. I went into like the dregs of like old MySpace songs and Facebook songs and stuff I had remembered from high school and college and friends I hadn't talked to in 8 years, and I just started like cold calling people and being like, I have literally $2.50, but you will have my love forever. And we got a ton of amazing music that way, but I had to like source every single piece. And then as far as the score is concerned, I went in with a really good friend of mine, Denver Daly. He's an amazing Midwestern musician, and he and I had 5 days to record over 50 cues. So we did that, and then I started taking a lot of antibiotics.
I also wanted to ask you guys, what is your earliest memory of creating something together? Because this year at the Twin Cities Film Fest is the Year of Spectacular Women, which seems to go rather well with your film. And fostering an environment of creativity is something I think is so important. Can you talk a little bit about that as a family?
I want to.
My earliest memory of creating is with you because you were adamant on making Halloween costumes every year for us ever since we were this big. It's just it's Halloween's coming around the corner and I'm not going to be knocking at your door again. So that was my earliest memory. You would teach us how to sew and glue and paint and create.
Our parents also took us to set. We grew up in LA and we had a lot of friends who had parents who worked in the business, and their parents would sort of be apologizing all the time, like, I'm so sorry I have to go away and shoot for so long, but our parents would always include us. So they would take us to set, to location, bring us on the road with them for, little sprints at a time. And I think what it did was it made us realize, like, working hard is like the ultimate, like, giver backer in life. Yeah. Not like, oh, mom and dad are gone. It was like, no, let's be involved. Like, they trusted us, they treated us like adults. They made us be quiet on set. And I think all that stuff created an environment where it was like, okay, we want to work that hard too. Because, like, really, honestly, I'm not trying to kiss your butt. Like, nobody works harder than her. It's crazy.
I like that.
Okay, so I know we need to wrap up because we have to, go see this movie. But I want to know what is inspiring you guys right now. What books are you reading? What music are you listening to? You're all really eclectically creative in a lot of different areas. What book are you reading? Or what music are you listening to? Or what human is inspiring you?
Oh, then you get it first.
I just did something really weird and off-brand for myself. I reread Anna Karenina, and that was fun. Let me tell you, that was real fun. That was inspiring. That's all I got.
If you see the movie, you'll see that, like, I can be kind of cutting as a writer, so I'm surprised that I didn't discover David Sedaris sooner, but now I'm, like, so addicted to David Sedaris that it's starting to get weird, and I'm starting to wonder if I'll ever be able to write anything of my own anymore without trying to sound like David Sedaris. So he's just a genius. And he addresses things that I am interested in addressing, like my real life and my family and my friends and my relationships.
In a similar way that you write, I feel like.
Thank you so much. I think I also write like David Sedaris. No, that's insane. I love you for saying that. That's why she's my sister. I'll keep her.
I started here in the Minnesota Dance Theater as a dancer in 1874. And I love dance, and I've just become like a freak for Matthew Bourne. I'm like, follow him all over the world watching his incredible ballets, and so he's really inspired me. I think, as a singer, or as a director, or as an actor, great theater, great dance is always, just brings me back to home. Here in the Midwest, in Minnesota, where you guys have such amazing art, and, like, my first kiss was at the Guthrie Theater, my first ballet was at Northrop, my first play was at Children's Theater. This is a great community, and you guys are great for supporting the arts and the Twin Cities Film Fest. So thank you so much for coming out. I mean, really, you're so lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
We are so happy you guys are here. It really means a lot to us. We know that you've supported the film festival before, and this is such an amazing platform for people to come and tell stories, which is the great unifier. Yeah. So let's go watch your story. We'll see you guys later.